Okay, Dean Legge and Matt DeBerry here. And Matt, I didn't think it would be a big recruiting night, but as it turns out, it was.
Yeah, five-star quarterback Justin Fields was in attendance. Number 2 player in the country, I think, with the final rankings out right now. And that's a big deal. He doesn't tell a lot of people where he's going, so it was huge for Georgia for him to show up. I think every coaching staff member was there talking to him just a little bit. So, yeah, it was definitely a big deal.
All right, and I saw him play last night. He's certainly a transformational player. And the likelihood is, well, it is certainly possible he could come back again next week against Mississippi State, see something very similar to what he saw this tonight, this night crowd.
Yeah, I'm expecting him here next week at Mississippi State, so it was a little bit of a surprise that I saw him here. He was with a lot of 2019 guys, close friend Jaden Hazelwood, 5-star guy currently committed to Georgia. Always good to get him on campus too. I mean, Clemson and Ohio State are still going to come after him even though he's committed to Georgia. And then another guy, Tresman Marshall, big-time athlete, probably will – from Clinch County. He's a big deal. He's a big deal for this 2019 class. Will probably play inside linebacker, but could play some running back too. So he's another guy who doesn't talk to the media that often, so it was good for the staff to get him down here.
Okay, so next week will be Mississippi State. Georgia won't play at home again. I think they play Mizzou at home. I'm trying to remember everything that's going on. There's not a bunch of big games left on the schedule. I mean, South Carolina, I guess.
Yeah, they lost today. I would expect a lot of recruits to be at that game too. It'll still be a big SEC game. They dropped a game to Kentucky, but that's always going to be a big one home game. Who else do they have? They got
well, they've got the Cats. They've got Mizzou. Yeah. I mean, there's not a ton of games. I think, look, it's a lot like Watergate. It's always follow the visits, and that's how it goes.
I do think next week will be the biggest recruiting weekend of the year. I know those are big home games too. I'm expecting most of them to be there next week here. It's going to be a big game. Mississippi State won big. It's going to be a crazy atmosphere here. Lots of recruits next week, I'm expecting.
I wonder if CBS had to do it all over again if they would take Mississippi State and Georgia. But but not really. I mean, Vanderbilt will probably be ranked coming into this week, so that will be a big game up in Nashville. What about there were a lot of kids here tonight.
Yeah, again, mostly were 28. There were a couple 2018 commits. Kyrix Jackson came up again. Warren Erickson's going to be here every home game, but a lot of 2019 guys. The Marietta crew, Aziz Ojolari, he was here with younger brother BJ, elite defender in the 2020 class, and Ramel Keaton. They're probably not going to get Ramel Keaton. I think he's leaning towards more Florida, Tennessee, but it's good to get Aziz and BJ back in here, and the coaches loved them. They felt right at home, and a lot of those 2019 kids did too, so it was a good turnout for recruiting.
Okay, Justin Fields certainly headlines the Dawg Post Recruiting Report. For Matt DeBerry, I'm Dean Legge, wrapping up Georgia's win over Samford.